this what you want now? Feels like you're looking for something better.
Hello, amazing people. Welcome to Raw Vegan Rising. My name is Shane Sterling. How are you guys doing? I'm so glad you're on this video with me. We're going to talk about the long-term effects of raw veganism. Is it good? Is it bad? Are we going to become nutrient deficient? Are our bones going to become brittle and weak? Well, you know what? I have quite an insight into this because I've been raw vegan for 4 years now. Now, is 4 years long-term raw veganism? I mean, not compared to somebody who's been raw for 24 years, but I also coach people and I assist people on detoxification journeys, healing journeys, and transitioning to raw food. So I have quite a lot of years experiencing seeing others, talking to others, hearing others experience. I'm immersed in this world of raw food and the raw vegan journey. So I have a lot of insights and knowledge that I'm going to share with you in this video. Okay, so I've got a couple points that I'm going to talk about. But first of all, we have to understand that raw veganism is just a beautiful lifestyle. Here's the thing. If you happen to notice out in the world, some people seem happy, some people seem sad. Well, if you're talking about people who eat fruit in general, like a fruit-based raw vegan diet, you know what I've noticed? And you'll notice too if you tune into it, is that they're just consistently bright, happy, shining, optimistic people. And these might be people that have come to a fruit-based raw vegan diet to heal illness or heal some sort of health problem coming from like everything from like brain tumors to, horrible debilitating inflammation, degenerative conditions. And they're the most optimistic, most vibrant, most healthy, just fun, just a good vibe. Now, that's not something we can discount because a raw vegan diet isn't about living longer. It's not about longevity. I never say that it is myself. I think it's about quality of life in this moment. I think it's about connection to the higher source in this moment. It's about what our experience is while we're here. It doesn't matter if we live 80 years or 140 years. What matters is that the time we do have is of the utmost quality. And that's where raw veganism really comes into play. Whether you're healing or just inspired to get healthy or wanting to just live a more simple, connected life, a fruit-based raw vegan diet just puts us right there into present time. I mean, it's amazing what kind of connections we can feel. So, if you're interested in learning more about a raw vegan diet yourself, if you're someone who has a health problem and you really need to take on the next level journey, or maybe you just have like depression and anxiety and you want to be that hot, happy, optimistic type of person, or maybe you're just someone who really wants to get present and enjoy the highest quality energetic experience of your life where you're at, whether you're 18 or 28 or 88. The quality of your life now is what matters most. So, I've created a free video course with exactly how to go raw vegan. So there's a link in the description below. You can sign up. It's absolutely free. You put in your name and email and you get a 6-part video course, 6 videos outlining the top most important questions about how to go raw vegan. After all the years I've been doing this journey, I've distilled the top questions and the top concerns into this video course. So it's free. You give me your email, but I do not spam you and you can unsubscribe anytime. So it's literally just my way of providing support for those who want to know more about how to go raw vegan. It's very inspiring. I highly recommend you sign up for the video course. But now we're going to talk about the truth about long-term raw veganism, okay? I have 4 points that I'd like to make. Number 1, what heals is sustaining. A raw vegan diet heals the body from chronic disease, inflammation, cancer, heart disease, diabetes. All of the top diseases are reversible, easily reversible with a raw vegan diet. That's not just for healing. Okay, let's use some common sense here. Let's think about it for a second. What heals the body is actually what's going to allow the body to sustain a level of health. So if we have to reverse cancer, if we have to reverse diabetes, the reversal process is actually the lifestyle then we need to live so that we don't reaccumulate that problem, reaccumulate the waste, the acid imbalance that's creating those health conditions. It's really about balance. We've got to keep the body in a state of balance and harmony. And it just points to the fact that a raw vegan diet is the diet that is most in harmony and balance with the biology of the human body. We're really frugivores. We're designed to eat fruit. Our brains didn't evolve from cooked food. Our brains evolved from fruit. Our brains evolved from the simple carbohydrates in fruit, the calorie density in fruit, and the minerals and the enzymes in fruit. We can't denature the food, which means to take away or alter the natural aspects of, and expect to get more. When we denature the food, we are literally getting less. There's just no way around that equation. So raw fruit is going to be the lifestyle that heals and sustains. And like I was saying, people who eat a fruit-based raw vegan diet are happier, they're more connected, they're more vibrant, they're more loving, they're more optimistic, and they're enjoying their life more in this present moment. Okay, number 2, we've got to pay our dues. You're not getting anywhere until you pay your dues, okay? That means you've got to go through a dark night of the soul. You've got to go through a transition of your gut microbiome. A lot of people come to the raw vegan diet and say they eat some fruit, and hey, the fruit's pretty good, but then they have a salad, and the salad doesn't digest very well. They get gas and bloating and digestive discomfort. Maybe they're like, well, I can't digest vegetables very well. Maybe I shouldn't eat them. You gotta pay your dues, which means you not only should eat a salad, you should eat a salad every day, power through the discomfort and force your body to adapt to eating that salad. Force your body to adapt. Just like building muscle in the gym and getting fit, you force your body to adapt by putting it under stress. Okay, that's paying your dues. We're not going to be able to be raw vegan right off the bat just because we want to. We can't come to a natural lifestyle after years of undenatured food, weakening our digestive system, weakening the hydrochloric acid, creating horrible acid imbalance in the body, and then all of a sudden, we're going to eat fruit and salad and think that we're going to be able to handle that? No, we've got to pay our dues. Me personally, when I first started a raw vegan diet, I would eat fruit. Fruit was fine, but as soon as I would try to eat salad for dinner, I'd load it up with tons of greens and nuts and seeds, and I'd put shredded apples and zucchinis and carrots and cabbage and all this in there. I would have horrible digestion, and I powered through. I would eat salad anyway, and I would be horribly uncomfortable for months, and I did it month after month after month until I forced my body to adapt, and I got to the other side. It took me about 10 months, okay? That's called paying your dues. Thank God I did, because look where I'm at now. Oh yeah, so happy to be where I'm at now. All right, number 3 is thoughtful cooking. Maybe there's a place for some thoughtful cooking in a long-term raw vegan diet. That might mean that instead of just turning to cooked foods or relying on cooked foods, that we're being thoughtful about when and how much steamed or boiled vegetables or starchy vegetables that we might have, right? We do not need cooked food to be healthy under any circumstance. We do not need animal products or cooked starches, but in the scope of a long-term raw vegan diet, wouldn't it be better to be 90% raw than not raw at all? Wouldn't it be better to be 80% or even high raw than not raw at all and just turn to the default diet of cooked meat and dairy and eggs and starch and grains and oil? That diet is going to create degenerative conditions in the body without question. So it's really about finding a doable mixture, a doable balance. It's not about being perfect. Look, hear me out right now. There is no perfection. Being raw vegan long-term is not about an ideal. It's not about achieving an ideal at all. It's about finding a balance with a harmonizing lifestyle that creates a healthy resonance in the body. Healthy resonance in the mind, the consciousness, the spirit, the physical fitness and physical health, resonance, harmony, balance, optimal experience in the present moment. And there could be some thoughtful cooking in that balance. You know what I mean? So if you're someone who's like, I could never give up my, warm soups, or I really just love some steamed vegetables, have it, but commit to finding that higher level of connection and health and vibrancy in your body, which is going to include mostly raw. So, hey, I'm saying it, a little bit of thoughtful cooking could go a long way in your long-term success as a raw vegan. Okay, number 4 is the mind creates reality. That means we can create any version of reality we want. This is the exciting part. Yes, we can be a carnivore. Yes, we can eat keto. Yes, we can eat any horrible version of a diet that we want. And we could maybe live to 80, 90, 100 years. That's not the point. The mind creates reality. What reality do you want to experience? You know what I want to experience? I want to experience next level consciousness, awakening, connection, vibrancy. I want to feel like the wisdom of the ancients are within me. The cosmic, divine intelligence comes through me. For that, I've got to be kind of like high vibration. And I'm not going to get high vibration, open communication with the divine intelligence by eating dead, denatured, suffering food. I've got to eat a higher vibrational diet to have that level of connection. So what I do is I simply just use my mind to become certain on what I'm having. I literally use my mind to create certainty. Part of how that works is that we don't give our power away to others. We become completely self-referenced. Part of that is that we don't look for authority outside of ourselves. We're completely self-referenced. Part of that is that when we look for healing solutions, or when we look for the science, when we look for proof, when we look for truth, that it doesn't come from outside of us. It comes from inside of us, and we have to be completely self-referencing. Most people don't know how to do that. Most people don't want to do that because we're told and indoctrinated our whole life that we have to look to authority outside of ourselves for the answer. But truth, real truth, comes from within. That's why a raw vegan diet helps us find the truth, because it helps us be a clearer channel and connect more with spirit, which gives us then more access to the truth and the divine reality. And it feeds back into the mind, makes our mind more clear, which makes our mind stronger and more capable of holding vision, holding correct thought, not letting the dark patterns overcome us. The default patterns of survival and stress of, always protecting ourselves and always having to look good and always having to uphold the status quo and always having to uphold some indoctrination belief system. No, we should throw caution to the wind. We should destroy our belief systems and rebuild them from truth. We should be unafraid to just absolutely reinvent ourselves, face our fears. We should do what scares us most. If going raw vegan scares you, hey, that's a path that's calling your name, because it's going to show you who you are. It's going to help you develop as the highest level person that you could possibly be. And hey, if you go raw vegan for a period of time, then you have this clarity, you have this autonomy, you have this connection, this sovereignty. And then you can choose what lifestyle you want. You could go back to eating cooked food. You could go to any version, but at least you have the knowledge, at least you have the perspective. You can see from a different vantage point. That's why we have to go raw vegan for a long period of time. I'm in 4 years, and I'm sitting here telling you guys, hey, this is a good choice. This is a good way to go. Okay? And if your mind is committed enough, you will find the pathway to achieve it, okay? It doesn't matter what the science is, what supplements you need, what recipes you need. It doesn't matter, because if your mind is committed, it will find the solution. It will find the answer. Healing starts in the mind. Success starts in the mind. A long-term raw vegan diet starts in the mind. Now, if you're ready, if you want to try this out, if you're like, yeah, Shane's probably right here. Let me get started. You can join my group, Raw Vegan Heroes, for support and accountability because we're not supposed to do this alone. The Raw Vegan Heroes membership is the best support and coaching that there is in the world for this type of detoxification journey. And if you go into the description below, I have a link for 75% off the membership if you sign up for a year. And by signing up for a year, you know what you're doing? You're saying, I'm going to commit into this journey and see where it takes me. I'm committed to having better quality in the present moment and feeling this. You don't have to have the answers. You don't have to know what to do next. You don't have to know. You just say yes to the calling, come into a supportive community like Raw Vegan Heroes, sign up for the year so you have time to relax into the process. Now, along with the membership, you get my 14-day meal plan, which has over 60 recipes. It's got shopping lists. It's got lifestyle recommendations. It's got a soaking and sprouting guide, tons of tips, everything you need to understand exactly how to make meals as a raw vegan and kind of have fun with the meal planning side of it. You also get my video course, How to Go from a Non-Vegan to a Raw Vegan. It's called the Success Path. Okay, that's something you can just, take in on your journey as you go. It's support, it's mindset support. Also, a weekly live stream in the Facebook group, okay? Whether you're on Facebook or not, I'm telling you, create a dummy Facebook account and sign up for this and sit in on these live streams because they're incredible, okay? All the culmination of my years of service and coaching and witnessing people on their journey, my personal leadership, everything I know about developing leaders, developing successful long-term raw vegans, I give to these live streams. It's a Q&A format. We answer member questions, and it's highly informative and it's highly fun. We also have a monthly Zoom meeting in the Raw Vegan Heroes membership. You also get additional training videos and support. You also get my bowel detoxification guides on how to go, how to do a juice fast. If you're going to embark on this journey of being a raw vegan, you want to start off with a juice fast, clean out the gut, and then rebuild the microbiome from there. Okay, and I have the downloadable PDFs, everything you need. So when you join, 75% off, you get an email right away with the downloads to everything and the invitation to join the Facebook group. It's the best support in the world. Okay, so this is the truth about a raw vegan diet long term. What heals is sustaining long term. It's not just a cleansing diet. This is the sustainable healing diet. Okay, and we've got to pay our dues to get the results. And you're not getting nothing unless you pay your dues. A little bit of thoughtful cooking and taking the pressure off and not being so dogmatic or idealistic about the journey is the way to go. And the mind creates reality. You want to live without meat and dairy and eggs for the rest of your life? It starts in the mind. You want to live without denatured food and cooking your food and all this processed pasta and starch all this time, for the rest of your life? It starts in the mind, okay? Hey, I believe in you guys. The raw vegan journey is amazing. I'm 4 years in. It feels just like, for me at this point, it just feels normal and exciting. Like I look forward to the process, the journey. I just like the mental, kind of game that I play with myself around, I could have that cooked food, but I'm not going to. Oh, today I'll have a bite of potatoes, but you know what? That didn't make me feel so good. So I'm going to stick with the fruits instead and just going for it and working out at the gym and being strong. I'm benching 225 on the flat bench press for reps. Today I did a lot of reps at 225. I'm strong as a raw vegan. And it just excites me to no end. I'm absolutely thrilled with my lifestyle, and you will be too. You want to join me? You want to join me, guys? So, hey, sending you guys much love, blessings, have a great day, sending love beams from over here in Austin, Texas, where I am, where the sun always shines. That Texas sun is amazing and warm. We got good fruits down here. I'll see ya in the next one. Bye-bye.
Is this what you want now? Feels like you're looking for something.